Some of you might have heard this story, and this came out on ACLU. I will leave the link to this article in the description box. Police officer wins settlement from city that fired him for not shooting a black man. We know a lot of these police departments around the country tell their officers to kill black people and shoot us and do whatever they have to do. And they do. Many of them are more than happy to kill black people. Well, I guess every now and then there is a needle in the haystack, which is extremely rare. And this came out February 12th, 2018, in the early hours of May 6th, 2016. The lives of a rookie police officer, Stephen Matter, and R.J. Williams intersected in Weirton, West Virginia. Both men were young fathers. Matter was a white cop holding a gun. Williams was a black man holding a gun. This tragedy ended exactly as you'd expect, with R.J. Williams killed by a police bullet, but with a twist. Matter didn't kill him. In fact, he tried his best to save Williams' life. And for doing his duty, Matter was fired. Today, we can announce a resolution of the case in favor of a police officer who chose not to shoot a black man. To settle all outstanding claims, the city of Weirton will pay Matter $175,000. And while justice prevailed for Matter, R.J. Williams is still dead. A constant reminder, police nationwide need the proper de-escalation training needed to avoid unnecessary killings, especially of black men and boys. They don't want that. It's not training. It's not a training issue. It's not a training issue. They keep talking about this training as if that is going to change what's in the hearts of a racist cop. It is not going to change a thing. It's not the training. The bottom line is white cops need to go and patrol white areas. Black cops need to patrol black areas. It just, the integration thing when it comes down to policing just don't work. Period. If it did work, we would have saw signs of it working by now. It doesn't work. It don't work. In the case of the death at the hands of police of R.J. Williams, it all started with a domestic disturbance call by Williams' girlfriend. Arriving first on the scene, Matter came upon Williams, who had his hands behind his back. The officer quickly asked Williams to show his hands, okay? Williams complied, revealing a gun. Immediately, Matter ordered Williams to drop his weapon, but Williams refused, repeated for Matter to just shoot me. And so this guy just wanted to die. In that moment, Matter did not see a man with a gun. He saw a human being in crisis. Matter deduced that Williams was not what he might appear, a danger to others and to a responding officer alike. Matter saw that Williams was trying to commit suicide by cop. Rather than shoot Matter, returned to his military training and attempted to de-escalate the situation. See, they tell their cops not to waste their time de-escalating with black people and just kill us. And that's really what goes on here on a regular basis around America. You de-escalate with white people. You don't do that with black people. He softened his voice and looked Williams in the eyes. And I'm not going to shoot you, brother. I'm not going to shoot you. With those words, Officer Matter connected with the humanity of Williams, a man in deep distress. While Matter continued his attempt to convince Williams to drop his weapon, two other officers arriving on the scene. Here we go, y'all. In a matter of seconds. Isn't that Tamir Rice? The 12-year-old that was shot? In a matter of seconds, rolling up of guns a-blazing. In a matter of seconds, one of the newly arrived officers fired 4 shots, killing Williams. Not trying to find out what's going on, not trying to talk to the other officer first, just come guns a-blazing. That's about right. It was at that point the officer's discovery that Williams' gun was unloaded. But we know in America, cops are never wrong, y'all. America, cops are never wrong. Black man, black woman, black child, always wrong. Always wrong. Cop, never wrong. Never wrong, y'all. RJ Williams was not a threat, but he didn't matter. He was dead. Weeks later, the Weirton Police Department fired Stephen Matter. We have grown accustomed to hear about outrageous acts of violence perpetuated by the police against communities of color. Some become more outraged, some have become numb. Some call for accountability or for the need reforms. Reforms don't work, y'all. It is no point in you calling for training and reforms and body cameras. That does not work. And you should not be going along with that stuff because it is proven not to work at all. If it worked, we would not see these shootings as we do. It does not work. It's not a training issue. It's not a body cam issue. It's not a reform issue. It's none of those things. Okay. No matter the public's reaction, in nearly every instance, the offending cops are not prosecuted because they are already, you see, the law is already set up to always be in their favor. And the judges are going to make sure the cop is always going to be favored over the black man, woman, or child they kill. Unarmed, armed, it don't matter. The system is set up that way. Okay, but in Weirton, West Virginia, there is a bizarre opposite. The officer Matter was fired for not shooting a black man with a gun. The message the police department sent is tragically clear. Law enforcement in Weirton should err on the side of killing people. Okay, under the Fourth Amendment, police officers may only use deadly force if they have probable cause to believe that the target is a violent, imminent threat to the police officer or someone else. So we're always a violent threat, ladies and gentlemen. We are always a violent threat, even if we're not doing anything wrong, but just walking along and a cop stops us, we're unarmed, we are a threat. A black man unarmed is still a threat to a white cop. So it's no point in, the bottom line is this guy prevailed. He really did what all cops in this country should do, period. So in this case, kudos to this cop for trying to do the right thing. And to hell with the other cops that rolled up and within seconds shot him dead and didn't even try to find out what was going on. Like I said, they are trained to shoot black men, women, and children immediately. And that's exactly what they do. But kudos to this cop for trying to act like a real cop. It's rare that we see these stories. So every once in a while when we do, it's shocking, but it's good to see. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell twice. And join me on Black Junction TV and blackspot.com. Peace, family.